So the new Zombies map Terra Maledicta has just launched alongside Season 2 of Zombies, and today I'll show you how to get the Decimator Shield Wonder Weapon on Terra Maledicta in order to complete the Easter egg on the new Zombies map or to improve your gameplay with a new weapon to try out. I'll have chapters and timestamps for this video in order to easily complete the steps required to unlock the Decimator Shield Wonder Weapon, although it's obviously easier and better to stay tuned until the end of the video. If you also need to know how to complete the Terra Maledicta Easter egg, I've got a separate guide for that. There'll be a card on screen for that and a link in the description, and also feel free to check out my guides on how to level up weapons fast in Vanguard or Warzone Season 2 and how to level up the new Battle Pass fast amongst camo guides and other things like that. Again, videos will be available for those if you guys need on my channel. Without further ado, let's discuss how to get the shield. So the first thing you need to do for step 1 is to complete 4 objectives in order to reach round 5. So you need to complete the 2 objectives to the left and right of the spawn area as well as the area in front of the spawn, as these areas are needed to complete the quest to get the shield. It's also sensible to unlock the area with Juggernog perk, i.e. the back left of the map. The 4th objective is up to you where you go, but generally that's probably the best idea. And you want to be sure to buy perks, pack a punch your weapon and use covenants or upgrade your artifact along the way so you're less likely to die. So then you want to move on to step 2, which is on round 5. Vakana will tell you to find a runestone near the green fountain, i.e. the speed cola perk fountain, which is the area to the left of spawn, which is why you needed to unlock that area by doing that objective. Now this runestone is propped up on some crates under a tent next to the speed cola fountain, and what you want to do is hold square or X to interact with this runestone, which will start some dialogue. Now once the dialogue finishes, a blue portal will spawn next to this runestone, and again you want to hold square or X to activate the portal, which will bring you to the dark ether to complete a purge objective, which you obviously then must finish. So after completing this purge objective, you'll return to the spawn area / main hub, and there'll be 4 flaming yellow crystals that you'll need to shoot. Now they're visibly different from the other decorative red crystals all over the map, so you'll be easy to be able to see these. With the yellow crystals, just make sure that you see a mini explosion causing the flame to disappear when you've shot them. Otherwise, if they don't do that, it means you haven't shot them properly. That happened quite a few times with me, so make sure you actually shoot it enough till it actually explodes and you see kind of a little mini fire explosion, and then the fire should go out, so that's how you know you've done it properly. Now the order in which you shoot these 4 yellow crystals doesn't matter at all, but the first yellow crystal is on the rocks above the temple in the spawn area, then the second one is on the building to the right of spawn, the third crystal is on the building opposite of the second crystal, i.e. on the building to the left of spawn basically, and then the final crystal is on the temple wall opposite where the Decimator Shield will spawn. After this you want to walk over to where the Decimator Shield is hanging. It's not yet obtainable at this point, but it's there, and basically this is Merchant Road area. It will say that on the top of your screen, and this will, if you walk over there, will trigger some more dialogue. After this we'll move to the next step, and what you need to do is you'll be instructed to head over to the speaking stone, i.e. the runestone, near the yellow fountain. This basically means going over to the diabolical damage perk yellow fountain in the bazaar building, which is basically to the right of spawn, and it's on the ground floor. So in the downstairs of this bazaar building there'll be another runestone propped up on a crate next to the wall. Again, you want to hold square or X to interact with it, and this will initiate another dialogue for about 1.5 minutes. Wait for that to finish. Again, this can be very boring with the dialogue, but once that's finished you want to return to where the runestone was that you just activated, and next to that will spawn a portal, which again you'll need to hold square or X to interact with that portal to activate it. Once you go through this portal, you'll once again enter the dark ether. You'll need to complete the siphon core objective, which is basically where you need to kill all zombies to prevent them from feeding the siphon cores, which is quite a long and annoying objective that takes about 3 minutes to complete. So make sure you've pack punched your weapons at least once or twice, bought perks, unlocked covenants, that kind of thing. You just want to kind of be a bit prepared for it because it's a bit of an annoying objective, and ideally you want to kind of avoid doing siphon core objectives until you have to with this one basically. So if you can avoid them earlier on for the first few objectives, that's great, but if not, it's not the end of the world. So now once you've done this, you'll be teleported back to the main hub by Merchant Road, where the Decimator Shield will be hanging above the ground on that Merchant Road by the large red crystals, and some dialogue from the Decimator kind of reawakening will occur. He'll be like, oh, I'm awake, that kind of thing. And then once this speech has finished, the Decimator Shield will spawn on the floor in front of the crystals where it is hanging on Merchant Road. You'll now be able to hold square or X to interact with the Decimator Shield and pick it up to start using it. Now the Decimator Shield looks quite cool. It has a normal melee attack, it reduces incoming damage, and it also has a Decimator Blast ability where if you press the button to aim down sight with a gun, usually the left trigger, the shield will smash down on the floor and destroy any nearby zombies within the blast radius. So it's quite useful, but has a long 90-second cooldown unfortunately. So that's how to acquire the Decimator Shield easily in Terra Maledicta. If you want to complete the rest of the Easter egg for this new Zombies map, which requires you to have unlocked the shield, then check out my separate guide for this via the card on screen / link in the description. And if you found this video useful, feel free to leave a like so that others can find this guide too. As previously mentioned, I'm also making tons of other useful multiplayer zombies and Warzone guides for Season 2, so if any of this sounds good to you guys, hitting the subscribe button and clicking the bell icon next to it to turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos would be greatly appreciated. But thank you all so much for watching the video, and hopefully I'll see you all on the next one.